Welcome everybody to a Rated R Reckoning of the Royal Rumble 2020. I am the Wizard of No DQ, Stefan Osborne, joined as always by the General, Jerry Slaughter.
Good evening, wrestling fans.
And we welcome tonight Noah, the Simple Man Foster. Of course, we're doing predictions, so we are in the No DQ League here. And getting it done.
First one of the year.
Speaking of getting it done in quick fashion as normal, the U.S. title Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo. Something like that. I don't know, man. Jerry?
Humberto is still relatively fresh in the WWE, so I'm still going to go with Andrade. The feud really hasn't been going on that long, and Andrade just now got the belt again, so I don't see him losing it.
Noah?
Andrade's actually had the belt for a little while, and now he finally ended this feud with Rey Mysterio after that ladder match with a couple of dangerously botched spots. With that being said, he took out Humberto Carrillo a couple months ago. Now Humberto Carrillo's back. Control-C, Control-V. Aha! This is not the first time these two have faced each other, nor is it the first time for the U.S. title. But there's no way in my mind right now Andrade is losing this belt. Now with Selena in his corner, Andrade retains.
I mean, that could be a thing, because they had a little bit of drama a few weeks ago where it looked like things weren't meshing until he did win the title in a match where it seemed like maybe he won it only because Rey Mysterio might have gotten injured during that match.
I'm starting to think so.
Yeah.
But now would be a good time and a good reason for them to follow through with some sort of, interpersonal communication break. And maybe Humberto Carrillo gets the U.S. title. Maybe this is his push. I mean, it was fairly surprising that he got drafted in the number that he did to Raw. Like that seemed surprising to me. Somebody likes this guy.
I was about to say he came up through NXT in 205 without even wearing either one of the belts. So
Correct. And Rey Mysterio has already endorsed him as the future.
Well, we were endorsing him as the future on NXT. Like
I
on
was
what's
endorsing
NXT?
him as down 205 Live.
We love Humberto Carrillo.
Is this where, and more importantly, is this when you do it? You know what? Fuck it. Zelina Vega does something, somehow causes Humberto Carrillo to win.
Well, there was a tease of one.
If it happens, awesome. I will not be upset about that because I love the idea of Humberto actually getting what he deserves.
I agree, and I can definitely see Andrade being pushed towards maybe the top title one day.
All right, Sheamus versus Shorty G.
Sheamus is gonna kick his fucking head off.
So you're going Sheamus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Noah?
It's going to be Sheamus, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's 18 seconds. Sheamus wins.
All right. SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Lacey Evans. Noah, is Bayley losing the title?
That's the thing. I don't know for sure because I'm trying to put together WrestleMania. Because at this point, I usually know like 2 or 3 matches going to WrestleMania. I don't know shit. But at this point, I gotta believe Bayley is the bigger star and character more over than Lacey. Especially because I can't believe Lacey's women's right as a finisher. So with that, I'm going to say generic heel Bayley retains.
Jerry?
I'm going to go with Lacey. I think Lacey's actually going to pull the upset. Well, not even going to let upset. I love Lacey Evans. Like, she's one of the first female wrestlers I saw on NXT when we started covering it. And since then, she's been great. And I can see Lacey Evans possibly winning.
I understand knocking the women's right. I do it occasionally. But the one she hit on the last SmackDown, or it was something I watched. It might have been SmackDown. She just nailed it. Or it was Raw. Was it? No, it was last week's SmackDown. Anyway, she nailed it so hard.
That was the match.
Like, that one was believable. But
yeah, I figure back when Big Show was his most dominant in WWE, that was his finishing move.
Well,
but it was believable by him.
Bayley is going to have Sasha Banks in her corner. I don't think Lacey Evans is going to have anybody in her corner, and it just makes more sense for Bayley to retain.
I'm pretty sure Lacey and Dana Brooke are not a duo yet.
Let's do King Corbin versus Roman Reigns. Falls count anywhere. I'll go first. I haven't gone first yet. Roman Reigns. You never bet against Reigns. Ever. Jerry?
I'm betting Corbin. why would you even say he's got too many allies at this point to like make sure this match goes down properly, and you could probably use a forklift or some shit to keep Roman Reigns down.
I mean, you're probably going to get a point here. Noah's obviously going Reigns. Noah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going over it. Look at that. They've already had 4 damn matches. It's 2-2. He only beat him in stupid stipulations. Time for Roman to get his freaking comeback. It's WrestleMania season. He's got his bloodline back with him with the fucking Usos. There's no way in hell Roman's losing this. I'll be a monkey's uncle if he does. Roman's winning.
You might be a monkey's uncle because it's happened. Let's move on to the Universal Championship match. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan. And, Jerry, you want to go first?
The Fiend.
Fiend.
I think Bryan's going to probably get injured in this match too, or at least a kayfabe injury.
Noah?
Yeah, Bryan, I don't know how much longer he's got, okay? 126 only got 2 more years, then he's done. But I keep thinking about Daniel Bryan, Reigns. They had the face-off backstage. Are we thinking about getting that match? When is the Fiend going to drop this title? Because I don't know how much longer he truly needs it. Is this the big moment? Hell no, it's a strap match. No one gives a damn. It's a gimmick thing. Fiend's retaining.
Yeah, at this point, you don't bet against the Fiend going into WrestleMania. Because if they have plans for anybody going into WrestleMania, they've got to have plans for the Fiend, and he's got the title already.
That's their new Undertaker that they're hitching their wagon to at this point.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
And he's going to get the biggest entrance at WrestleMania with his $6,500 Fiend face belt.
All right, let's do the Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch versus Asuka. That'll be the last regular match we have before the Rumbles. Becky Lynch isn't losing. There's no fucking way. I'm just Becky. Noah?
Oh, jeez. This is the only match outside the Rumbles I actually fucking cared about going into this show, because it's really 1 year in the making, but it just seems so obvious. She lost last year. Now she has a title and defending it. She's in the opposite position. It's for that reason I gotta believe, because I just don't see them pulling up the same shenanigans as last year. I gotta go with Becky.
Jerry?
Asuka.
I knew it.
You know what? I'm not even going to go with what? That wouldn't surprise me. Becky, Asuka 2 belts? Fuck it. Why not?
Right now, like Kyrie's saying, still kind of on the fence. Like even I saw parts of the match that she was in with it was like Becky Lynch this past week, right? And
yes,
she still looked like she was a little woozy out of the whole thing, and it would shock me if they actually put the strap on Asuka.
You know what I like about this match? We have 2 previous winners of the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And neither one of them's in the Royal Rumble because they are in the women's title match. Love that.
At this point.
But that could also lean like if Asuka wins the belt, Becky could easily interject herself into a Royal Rumble and win it.
Fucking happened last year. So
and number 30.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go first on the Women's Rumble? We're gonna pick 3 winners.
What was your pick on this match?
Oh, Becky. I went first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
So we get 3 picks in each of the Rumble matches. Our number 1 gets us 3 points. Our number 2 pick gets us 2 points. Our number 3 pick gets us 1 point. And then as a tiebreaker, we are all going to make a speculation as to who the number 30 entrant into each of the Rumbles is going to be. So, I'm going to randomly pick Jerry to go first on the Women's Rumble.
Yeah, that was totally random. You're already pointing at me when you say you're going to make a random decision.
You could have been pointing at the screen. Look, yeah, I could have been pointing at the screen.
All right. I guess I'll go with my 3rd pick first, which is Charlotte.
That's your number 3?
Yeah. Charlotte's pretty much... she's probably also going to be my number 30 at this point. But my 2nd pick hasn't been introduced for it, and from what I gather, the NXT people aren't going to be there anyway, but I think Baszler, since like she's saying that she's like looking at Rhea Ripley at this point, but if she has the opportunity to go into a Royal Rumble and win that, why not? She got some pretty high profile wins like this past year. And my number 1 pick
is the woman you don't want to say out loud.
Yep, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey Royal Rumble. This one didn't have Noah walk away though. That's pretty impressive.
Who's your number 30, Charlotte?
I'm gonna say Charlotte for number 30.
All right, Noah.
Well, at least they didn't announce 25 of the participants. I did a ditty to the SpongeBob thing about how I feel about the Royal Rumbles, but I'm a little bit more positive about the women one. With that being said, do I see an MMA-focused WrestleMania, or do I see Charlotte finally winning this thing and main eventing WrestleMania, because that's probably Vince McMahon's dream? With that, God, there's just not that many options. I really got 4, but I can only pick 3. So fuck it. Number 3, I am going to go with Charlotte Flair, because it's a freaking Flair. Number 2, this is where I was going back and forth. She's going against Shotzi, but she's not in Portland. Fuck it. Shayna Baszler. Is Ronda really going to... Are they really going to fucking pull the trigger and do it?
Are you going to have the same picks as me?
Yes, I am. Ronda Rousey, number 1.
Who's your number 30 entrant?
Sasha Banks.
All right. I guess I have to go now.
Well, that is process elimination.
Well, I'm going to agree and say Ronda Rousey's at number 1. I also think she's going to be the number 30 entrant.
Oh, big old surprise at the end.
Yeah. My number 2... Because if Rousey's in it, I don't see Baszler winning. I don't see Baszler even being in it at all.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a possibility that the Women's Rumble isn't going to have any NXT talent either.
Mm-hmm.
Although they might need it. They might not have enough bodies.
That's what I'm thinking.
But between,
they only announced like 7 of the actual women in the Rumble.
Well, yeah, I figured, like, the Villain Rose will probably be in there. You'll have probably the Iconics.
Oh, you definitely will.
I'm going to put Charlotte at number 2. Just because if that is it, I'm going to get 1 more point than all the rest of you fuckers.
Smart logic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put Baszler at number 3, because if Rousey doesn't show up, then Baszler's the one that I'd like to see move on to.
So we have all 3 of the same picks, just in different order.
Yeah, I wanted to do something different. Something. And plus
Plus
the number 30.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Men's Rumble and then finish this shit. Noah, why don't you go first?
Okay, well, this one feels a little bit more open, so I kind of feel okay with this one, as long as a couple names don't fucking win it. But I digress. Let's see. Number 3. It's a long shot. I honestly feel like I wouldn't mind seeing it come down to this guy versus Orton. I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. Number 2, a pretty fucking obvious pick, because, duh, Roman Reigns. And number 1, shit. It could be CM Punk, it could be John Cena, it could be Edge, it could be Cain Velasquez, it could be Tyson Fury. Fuck. This is going to be the guy that faces Brock Lesnar, without a doubt. And I don't want to say it, but I'm just going to have to. Cain Velasquez.
All right, Jerry.
Okay. My number 3 pick is Brock Lesnar. I think, and he'll challenge himself for WrestleMania and give himself the night off.
What?
Well, you might as well. Okay, number 2, The Miz. It's been a while since he's actually done anything, and if for some reason he gets put in program with the Fiend going after his family or some crap, that would actually make for some good television heading into WrestleMania. And my number 1 is a completely different Kane. I see the Big Red Machine actually winning the Royal Rumble. And him going against the Fiend. They would bring the whole Bray Wyatt and Kane storyline all the way full circle. Because the first time Wyatt attacked, it came on the Raw, they attacked Kane. And after that, there's that whole story, and now he's back in. And if Daniel Bryan gets injured by the Fiend, Kane's gonna want revenge on Bray Wyatt.
All right.
What's your number 30?
Yeah.
My number 30, Big Show.
And I'm just gonna say Edge for me.
All right. Well, my number 3 was gonna be Brock Lesnar, because I think Heyman said it's a spoiler that he goes in number 1 and he wins the sumbitch. But I'm going to move him to number 2 because I've got a new number 3. Because of what you were talking about. Kane would be decent.
Mm-hmm.
Be fine. Would be just fine.
And or dandy.
But the fact that they brought Kane in brings me to a better conclusion, a more likely conclusion. And this is also going to be my number 30 entrant, The Undertaker.
Ah.
Oh, God.
Undertaker versus Fiend, WrestleMania.
For Undertaker vs. Brock Lesnar, the redemption match from WrestleMania 30.
Either one would be excellent.
Oh, by the way, Stefan, what was your number 30 from the women's?
Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
Maybe I should put Taker as number 1. Yeah, I'm going to put Undertaker as number 1.
So Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, and Kane.
Because other than Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, I don't know who the fuck to pick.
Yeah.
Like CM
Well,
Punk.
unless Vince wants an MMA-focused WrestleMania, you have very sound logic.
Yeah, number 3, let me go with Cain Velasquez.
I did not convince him to do that. Nobody can blame me.
I'd pick Dominic or Cain Velasquez at this point.
How funny would it be if Dominic was number 2?
Well, if he's ready to wrestle, I could see them closing that chapter and thinking that that's a good idea to have match 3, even though match 1 was a completely different company and a completely different sport. But regardless, that brings us to the end of these predictions. Thank you for joining us. Please join us next week for What's NXT. That's where we review NXT, and the NXT party where we review NXT UK.
Mm-hmm.
And we have guests on the big screen for that one. And if you'd like to be up there and join us, you can find us on social media or let us know where to find you down in the comments. Meanwhile, where can we find you, Noah?
Always a pleasure, gentlemen. I look forward to doing this in its entirety with you this year, every month on predictions. Stay tuned, folks. And good luck to everybody. But if y'all want to find me, with that being said, know this first. I'm just a simple man. And if you haven't figured out by now, I am a lifelong fan of 2 W's now, you could say. And wrestling. Gotcha, Stefan. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, look me up, NoDQ.com/Noah, takes my Twitter page, or follow me on Instagram, #SupermanLife, @Enfoster1916. There's a simple YouTube channel of me here. YouTube.com/user/NoFoster210. You'll find all sorts of wrestling content, reviews, discussions, pre-takes, other wrestling predictions, all nice, neat, organized playlists for you. Upcoming is predictions for New Japan Pro Wrestling Sapporo and Osaka shows with Team IndyDQ, and I also will be doing a preview and vlog for my first ever live experience at AEW Dynamite in Cleveland, Ohio, and I cannot wait for that. And more, of course. But also, if you haven't figured out by now, the reason all 3 of us are even here, especially me, support NoDQ. There's the reason I'm even in YouTube. Forever indebted to the NoDQ family and these 2 gentlemen right here for the inspiration. Thank you all very much. So go buy a shirt, tapestry, sticker, this man's shirt, my shirt, somebody's shirt. Just do it.
Not mine.
NoDQ.com/merch, takes you to the store. Follow NoDQ.com on all social media platforms. Your opinions matter. There's a comment section and everything. Polls, columns, memes, gifts, reviews, recaps. Sexy female pics. 2020, we're still talking about sex. And there goes Skype. I love technology.
Same spot.
Same spot. I think the sexy female picks gods that are like, grr.
We've had 2 rated R reckonings up to this point, and he has frozen on the exact same spot on both shows.
I am the difference. And I will live forever in infamy. Anyway. You name it, it's there. Primarily WWE with a little bit of independent wrestling and AEW. And also, if you haven't already, please join the NoDQ guys traditionally that I will be tracking. There will be a form in the comments down below. Because again, your opinions matter. Come challenge us, challenge your friends, and come bring us your thoughts in all things WWE wrestling. And as always, I'd like to close. Support your wrestling outlets, big and small. And let's keep growing this incredible, diverse, unique, elite, unscripted, unapologetic wrestling community together. Simple as that. Good luck, everybody, this weekend.
Well, thank you, Noah. Thank you for joining us. And if you would like to join us in the NX team, you can find me on Twitter. Go to NoDQ.com/Stefan. That's STEFAN. Or if you just want to look me up, it's at Stefan R. Osborne, OSBORNE. And you can find the gentleman on Twitter as well.
At General_JSJ, my Facebook group Armbar, all capital, ARMBAR,
Yeah.
exclamation point.
Don't forget it.
I want to get his voice capture of him just saying, "Don't forget it."
Don't
just
forget
like,
it. Don't forget it.
but that's awesome. But also we have our Instagram page and
we got Aftermatch on Facebook too. If you want to join that group,
that's a public group. You can join that.
Yep. And Aftermatch on Instagram, which Colin Andrew runs. That's Aftermatch_wrestling. I'm on Instagram at osborne.stefan. He's on Instagram at
_gentleman_slaughter.
And we're also on Patreon at Stefan R. Osborne if you want to help out the channel.
Or buy us tacos.
Or if you have a moment, you can click the like button if you like the video. If you like all our videos, click the subscribe button over there. And if you want to help our channel grow, click that share button. Share us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Smoke Signals or whatever. Draw it on a bathroom wall, as Jerry says.
Get your wrestling fix.
If you've got friends that like to watch wrestling, they might like to watch us bullshit about the show. In the meantime, for the Simple Man Noah Foster, for the General Jerry Slaughter, I'm WizFresh Stefan Osborne. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.